And I find that what helps me quantum leap the quickest is when I actually give myself the time and space to reflect on where I've gone, to feel proud of myself, to acknowledge myself. Because one of the biggest things about being able to switch into those realities that you desire is to know that you're worthy of it, to know that you deserve it, to know that you're good enough for it. And if we glaze over the accomplishments that we have created over the last year, if we just glaze over it and we don't acknowledge ourselves for it, why would the universe want to help us get to the next level if at the next level we're just going to do the same thing? Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the quantum coaching certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. What's up, Badass Manifester? I'm so happy to be here for a solo episode. Yes, me and you. It's going to be awesome. And I hope that you're loving some of the guests that we've been having on lately. They are so awesome. I hope that you're showing them some love. If you haven't followed them, follow them, support them. And also, if you have been impacted by the podcast and you have not yet left a review lately, please go ahead, leave a review on iTunes. It would mean the world to me. I know that I say that a lot, but I mean it. So that would be awesome. And I also want to give a shout out to our podcast partner, Organifi. I mean, if you have not yet purchased your Organifi, please go ahead and do so. I want to tell you a little bit about it, okay? If you're new to the podcast and you're like, what is she talking about? Organifi is a line of organic superfood blends, and they offer plant-based nutrition made with high-quality ingredients. So each Organifi blend is science-backed to craft the most effective doses with ingredients that are organic and free of fillers and contain less than 3 grams of sugar per serving. And they taste so good. So the Organifi green juice, for example, it's packed with essential superfoods, and it actually has like a clinical dose of ashwagandha. It helps reduce stress. It helps with hormone balance. It helps with cortisol levels. It's just so good. It's my fave and Todd's fave, and I highly recommend it. So if you have not yet ordered your green juice and you're thinking about up-leveling your health in the new year, this is it. Like, this is it. So make sure you go to the link, my link, and you can get 15% off your order. And I'm pretty sure they have some holiday sales happening as well. So make sure you go to www.organifi, ORGANIFI.com/manifestwithash, MANIFESTWITHASH, and you'll get 15% off any item in the store. So go get it, baby. It's going to be so great. I mean, that was part of my New Year's resolution last year. One of my goals for 2020 was to drink more green drinks, and I feel really good about that. So I don't know if that's part of yours, but definitely at least go check them out. So in today's episode, we are going to dive into how to start to goal set for 2021 and how to start to quantum leap into your next level and into your next year. Because after this year, I think we're all ready for that. I think we're all ready to, ramp up in our purpose. And I think that that's one of the gifts that 2020 has left us, is the ability to say to ourselves, what do we really want to do, right? What do we really want to do with our lives? Who do we really want to be with? It's making you question everything about yourself, your life. That's what it's made me do. It's made me question everything. And I've talked to a lot of people, and it's like, 2020 has been the year of self-discovery for so many people. And I think that as a collective, we needed that. It's also been a really hard year for a lot of people. There's been a lot of loss. There's been a lot of grief and sadness and stress. And there's been a lot of fear. And on the flip side, there's also been a lot of possibility and love and abundance for people. And wherever you fall in that category, I see you and feel you. You know, my mom lost her job in the pandemic, and she still doesn't have one. And that's really hard, you know? That's really, really hard when you lose your job and you lose your livelihood and you don't know how you're going to pay your bills, right? But it's also made my mom reflect on what does she really want to do, right? Because her job wasn't her favorite place to go, right? But it's what she had to do. And now she's like, I want to help people. I want to empower people. She's always been someone that people come and talk to and relate with and all of that. And she's like, I want to go through the Quantum Coaching Academy. I want to get certified. I want to be a coach. And I was like, what? Really? And so my mom is now stepping into her purpose in a whole new way because of the things that have transpired this year. And I don't know if she didn't lose her job, if that would have happened, if that would have panned out that way. And so that's why on today's episode, I really want to talk about reflection and how to reflect in order to get the learnings that you need for your soul's evolution, and then how to intend like a boss. Like, what do you want for this coming year? And I'm sure you've maybe taken some goal setting workshops or not, but this will kind of be a very, very mini goal setting workshop. And I'm actually trying to put together a free goal setting workshop for you guys to happen inside the Facebook group. So stay tuned for that. That's like one of my goals for the next couple weeks is I would really like to do a goal setting workshop. My birthday is December 28th. So maybe around that time, right after Christmas, right before New Year's would be really cool. Okay. So in quantum leaping, right? In the energy of quantum leaping, and if you're not familiar with quantum leaping, which you probably are because you listen to the show, but quantum leaping is really all about understanding that there's a field of possibilities and potential all around you all the time. You are a field of that. And so there's an infinite number of realities available to you at all times. You have the power to tune your frequency, your energy to the reality in which you choose. Okay? So if there's a reality where you switch careers, or there's a reality where you have a baby, or there's a reality where you meet your soulmate, or there's a reality where your business hits its 6 figures or 7 figures, there's a reality of all of that available right now. So it's all about knowing in the quantum field that anything is possible. And I find that what helps me quantum leap the quickest is when I actually give myself the time and space to reflect on where I've gone, to feel proud of myself, to acknowledge myself. Because one of the biggest things about being able to switch into those realities that you desire is to know that you're worthy of it, to know that you deserve it, to know that you're good enough for it. And if we glaze over the accomplishments that we have created over the last year and beyond, if we just glaze over it and we don't acknowledge ourselves for it, why would the universe want to help us get to the next level if at the next level we're just going to do the same thing? And that goes back to being in gratitude and being in appreciation and being the validator of yourself, right? We're always conditioned to be validated out externally. And this practice is really about internal validation. And I'm telling you, when you have that internal validation, when you look back and you see what you've accomplished, oh my God, you have this energy that comes over you. This is my experience anyway. I've had this energy come over me where I'm just like, I can do it. Because it fuels you. Reflection fuels you with belief in yourself. I'm going to say that again. Reflection fuels you with belief in yourself. I'm going to have to make that an Instagram quote because that just came out of me. I did not None of this was planned except my 3 pillars, which is reflect, learn, intend, which I'm going to go through each one. Reflection makes you proud of yourself and makes you believe in yourself. And that's the secret. The secret to all of it, the secret to quantum leaping is believing in your damn self. And it sounds so corny and it sounds so cheesy, but I promise you it's the truth. When you believe in yourself, there's no, like, your success is inevitable. Your trajectory where you want to go, it's coming towards you as much as you're moving towards it. And so step 1 is I want you guys to reflect on your year. Like, take an hour, sit down with a pen and paper. Go, and what helps me is I go through my calendar because I have my Google Cal, and I go back to last January and I flip through each month and I look through each month and I'm like, what did I do this year? There's a better way to do it, which is also to like keep track of the things that you're proud of, the things that you've accomplished as you go through your year. Like, write it down, put it in a jar kind of thing. I want to try and do that for this year. But this is really powerful, really, really powerful to go back and to write down every single thing that you've accomplished this last year. I made a list. It was like 2 pages long. And I'm like, wow, I'm blown away. Like, it's so validating. It's so amazing. So I want you to do that. Write a list of everything you've accomplished over the last year. Okay? And then once you write that list, I want you to ask yourself, so it's reflect and then learn, from what happened, from what I accomplished, what did I learn? Get the learning, okay? The learning is the gold. That's the gold. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that gold. You're looking for that learning. The learning is for your soul, right? It's for your subconscious mind. It's for your soul. It's to put that away. It's to trust that, like, that learning is now in your heart and in your soul, and that it's going to stay with you. When you get the learning, it's one of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself on a soul level. So get the learning, and also get the learning from what didn't happen, right? So we're not going to necessarily like dwell on all the things that didn't happen this year, because that's not the energy we're going for. However, what did you learn from what did not happen this year, right? So for me, I really wanted to have a baby in 2020. One of my intentions was baby Gordon 2020. Like, that was my alarm every day. And I'm on that journey right now, and I've shared some of it. I'm going to share more of it because I've actually been video documenting my journey, my fertility journey. And there's a lot to learn from it not happening this year, right? There's a lot to learn spiritually for me, that I'm not in control of time. I'm not in control of divine timing. I'm not in control, period, right? And that it's really helping me and training me on how to stay so laser focused on my desire without needing my external reality to match it, right? So it's like my desire has to be stronger and overpower my external reality, if that makes sense. But also allowing myself to feel, right? That was a big thing that I learned too, is like allowing myself to feel all of my feelings and the range of my emotions. And emotions are beautiful, and allowing myself to experience them. So there's so much gold in there. There's so much. So I want you to really reflect and then learn from what happened and what didn't happen. Because usually when you can reflect on what did not happen, you understand that it wasn't the right time for it to happen. And if you reflect enough on everything that did happen, you can understand why it didn't happen. So if I would have had a baby in 2020, I probably wouldn't have been able to launch Quantum Coaching Academy the way that I did, and to attract all the students that I did. And they need to have the ripple effect from going through this certification program. So like the reason why it's like so much bigger than me. It's so much bigger than my desire. It's connected to a collective, like, bigger thing that I can't even fully comprehend. But I have to trust in that. I have to, and I do. So I want you to do the same thing, to know that the timing of your life is perfect. Perfect. The timing of your life is perfect. And when you can reflect and learn from what happened and what didn't, you're going to see that too. Okay, so reflect, learn, and then intend. So how do you intend? Okay, this is like the most basic goal setting that I could ever tell you. Okay, this is what I do. I write down everything I want. Okay, I want to talk about two things here. Number one, I want you to write down. I did a post last week about my non-negotiables for 2021. Okay, so when you intend, I want you to intend on a couple levels. Number one, like, what are your non-negotiables? So whatever you do in life, whether you have a business or you have a career or you're a mom, like I don't know, whatever you do, what are your non-negotiables around that life, right? So like, how do you want your lifestyle to be around your business? Because we want to plan for the lifestyle and have the business fit into your dream lifestyle. So before you intend your goals and your intentions for 2021, I want you to make an extensive list of what you're committed to creating for yourself as far as your non-negotiable. So I broke it down with like my internal daily self-love, which is a morning routine. I drink warm lemon water every morning, Organifi, beach walks, workouts, meditation, journaling, reading, relaxing. Like those are my internal things that I need and I want, and they're my non-negotiables. And then my external self-care, monthly facials, weekly blowouts, planned nails and toes, eyebrows, which seems silly, but going a month without getting my eyebrows done is just not okay in my book. Like having my nails all the way grown out, like my higher self, that's not what she does. She has these things scheduled and she plans for them and she's committed to them. Getting body work done. I get body work done a lot and it helps me. Foot massages, my faves. Network chiropractic. You guys get yourself a network chiropractor. It's amazing. Acupuncture, energy healings. All of these things are my non-negotiables. I'm planning ahead for them. I already scheduled out the first quarter of facials. Like all of this is being accomplished. I planned out nails and toes. I planned out some of these network chiropractic every single week. Like it's happening. Like all of these things are not like, I'm not going to be too busy for them this year. That's my goal, right? I can't afford not to do them, right? And then I have, so internal self-care, external self-care, connection, date nights, romantic getaways, girls trips, family time, giving back. I've been giving back to the Unstoppable Foundation, which is an education foundation for kids. It's like such a beautiful, amazing foundation. I give that to them monthly. And I also do charity work for recovery foundations because that's very close to my heart and to my family. And then also like I'm committed to doing retreats and trainings as well. So it's really important to intentionally think about your dream lifestyle. So much time is spent, I think, on needing money or needing to make money or wanting to make money. And it's just like, I want you to start to think about how do you want to use your resources to create the most ideal lifestyle. And some of you already do these things anyway. So it's just about intentionally saying like, no, this is my dream lifestyle. And if you're not clear on what your dream lifestyle is, I highly recommend journaling on that as well. Okay. So with that being said, in order for intention setting, this is what I do. I write down everything that I want to accomplish in 2021. It's really like an accomplishment list. And I have on here, I want to do a TEDx talk this year. That's the year for that, hopefully, right? Not in my timing, right? But TEDx talk is my intention. I'm going to be writing a book this year. I'm going to be publishing a book, I should say. I'm going to have healthy babies this year. I want to start our family. I want to scale QCA to $1 million coaching certification. I want to rebrand. I want to recreate a new office in my home office. And so there's more, but I'm not going to like read you my whole list right now, but like that's just a few things. And I want you to make your list. And you can do life and you can do business or career or professional goals, right? So sometimes it's nice to break it up where it's like, well, what do I want for my life? What do I want for my business? I also want to buy my first real estate property this year. I mean, my husband and I have them together, but like me personally, right? And so once you write all the things that you want, I want you to write next to each one how having that thing would make you feel. How would it feel for me to have a TED Talk? It would feel proud. It would feel accomplished. It would feel like purpose. It would feel like pure joy. And so I'm writing the feelings that come along with the goal, because it's never the thing. It's never the thing that we want. It's the feeling that the thing gives us. It's the feeling that it gives us when we say we did that thing. It's the feeling that it gives us when we're doing the thing. So, if your intention is to meet your soulmate in 2021, how does that make you feel? It should make you feel probably like madly in love, right? And that feeling. And I want you to take those feelings and I want you to feel them now. I want you to put them in your body right now, because you have felt those feelings before. And even if you've never felt them before, you can borrow resources from others who have felt them before and bring them into your heart. The feeling state to create, you need the feeling state. You need to extract the feeling state of everything that you want and meditate on that. When you feel good, you're driving in your car and you're feeling into that reality. You're feeling into that freedom that you might feel when you have $1 million business. You're feeling into that love that you're going to feel when you hold that baby for the first time. You're feeling into the inspiration that you feel when you redo your office. You're feeling into those feelings. When you're already in a good feeling state, you're tapping in, right? This is what it means to tap into those desires. That's what it means to tap in and quantum leap into that other reality, when you can tap into those emotional states, those feeling states. That is what the universe responds to the most. It's all the feeling. So it takes the mental out of the desire. You want to take the desire out of your thinking mind, instead of like thinking and thinking and thinking, oh, I'm a TEDx speaker, I'm a TEDx speaker, I'm a TEDx speaker. No. Feel it, right? Drop it into your heart. I want you to also imagine, after you write your intentions and your goals for 2021, I want you to drop them into your heart space. Get them out of your head and ask yourself, when you are going through this list, is this in my heart? Are these desires and intentions what I truly want, or is it what somebody else wants for me? Because that's also a really important question, is like, what do you really want? And then if you want to take it a step further, ask yourself, why? Why do I really want this? That's where we get the good stuff. Getting your own personal why for each and every one of your intentions it's like in Peter Pan, like that fairy dust. It's like that fairy dust. It's really cool. It makes it so potent. Because when you know why you're doing something, there's fuel behind it. There's like freaking momentum behind it. So highly recommend writing it down, getting the feeling, getting the why, meditating on it, dropping it all into your heart space, and tell yourself, and so it is. And so it is. Because it is. Because it just is. Because there's a reality that already exists where you have it. And so when you tap into that feeling, you're quantum leaping into that reality. And that reality is moving towards you just as much as you're moving towards it. That's aligning, right? That's alignment. So I hope that this helps. I hope that you like this. I hope that you do this. And I would love to hear from you if you do this. I would love for you to post in the Badass Manifestor Facebook group, tag me on Instagram, message me, whatever. Or tag me in your goals, whatever. I just want to be part of the conversation and part of the party, because I think that we've been trained our whole lives. One part of our programming is to not declare what we truly want. And I want to tell you to do the opposite. I want to tell you to make a birthday wish and say it out loud. I want to tell you to, shout it from the rooftops. And I think that, last night that came up for me. I was actually leading a goal setting workshop, the same thing that we're doing here. for my husband's real estate team. So we had a little holiday party. They all came over. There was like, I don't know, 8 of us. And I took them through a booklet that I made with my girl JoJo, who's also on Todd's real estate team. And honestly, it was so great. It was so fun. Everyone was so vulnerable and they shared, and it was beautiful. And I shared my goals too. We all shared our goals. And I was like, I'm going to have a 7-figure business next year. And this morning I woke up and I was like, should I not have said that? I literally had that thought. I said to Todd, I was like, should I not have said that? Like, it feels really vulnerable to say that. Like, do I sound like, I don't know. Like, should I not have said that? And he was like, absolutely not. Of course you should have. Like, yeah. And so I'm going to take a dose of my own medicine. I'm going to declare it from the rooftops. I'm going to have a 7-figure business. But honestly, even if I get close to that, I'll still feel so proud of myself, right? Like, I'm not attached to it. Okay, that's the last thing I want to share. Just an idea. When you have all of these goals written down, all these accomplishments, all of these outcomes, I want you to imagine when you're done, putting them all in a balloon, like a big, beautiful balloon, the most beautiful balloon you could imagine, and eco-friendly balloon, right? And putting all these desires in the balloon, and then holding the balloon by a string with your right hand, and putting your hand up in the sky, stretching your arm out, holding onto the balloon, looking at the balloon, and saying, thank you, thank you, thank you, and then let go of the balloon and watch it let go up into the sky. And let go of all the desires, releasing from the outcome. You're not releasing from the desire, you're releasing the outcome. When we can be less attached to the outcome of our desires, we allow space to receive them. So I think that's a great way to end this short, sweet episode. I am so grateful for this last year. I'm so grateful for all of you listening. I'm so, so blessed to have you guys in this community and so committed to your own greatness and growth. And I'm just so grateful. I love you. We'll do more end of the year stuff. I'll share more. I also want to talk about the energy of being part of a VIP breakthrough day, being a VIP, and what that experience is like, because I want to fill up those spaces for 2021 with the most amazing souls who are ready for those breakthroughs. We'll talk more about all the things. I'm really excited. I hope that you guys have an amazing week. I'm sending you so much love. Do this work. Do this work. You can listen to this and that would be great, but also do it. Do it and let me know that you did it. Okay? All right, y'all. Peace and love. Also, I'll keep you posted on when I'm going to be throwing a free goal setting workshop as well. Okay? That's all for real. Bye. Woo! We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fam. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at Manifest with Ash. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here, we be about it. Now go get 'em.